Hi all. Hey Gran. Good to see you.
Hello. Good to see
Good
you
to be
too.
here. Good to be here with you again. Everyone, this is Grant from Taste Artisan Chocolate. Good to have you again with us. So excited. Tell us what has been happening since the last time we featured you, and that was many years ago. So tell us.
Yeah. Yeah, it's been an exciting, I think it was about 4 years ago, if I'm not mistaken. So 4 or 5, somewhere in there.
I
Yeah,
know.
so been an exciting uh few years for sure. So about a year and a half ago, my family purchased the factory from the founders. And so now it's our family business, which is really
Amazing.
exciting.
Yeah.
And so that's a fun new step in my chocolate making journey. And
Congrats.
then, yeah, thank you. And then, yeah, the factory has always had this storefront you can see behind me attached to it, little cafe and restaurant. And that was a separate business technically. So we purchased that at the end of 2024. So now both businesses are basically family owned with my family and then a family friend. And yeah, it's been a record year for us. It's been crazy busy. Lots of fun decisions with some subtle changes, rebranding, not rebranding, lots of stuff to figure out this year for sure. New equipment is the most exciting.
Oh
But
my
yeah, it's been
God.
awesome.
That's amazing. I mean, new owners come with new responsibilities. So it's like,
Yeah.
yep, never a dull moment then.
Yeah.
Very cool. And then tell us again, where is the shop? Where are you located? And how big is the space and stuff?
Yeah. So we are in downtown Provo, which is about 40 minutes south of Salt Lake City in Utah. And the space, each side of the business, so the restaurant and then the factory, are about 2,500 square feet. And so, yeah, decent amount of room, but not huge by any means. And
Amazing.
then,
Yeah.
yeah, we're just right down here in downtown Provo.
Very cool. Well, thanks for sharing that. So today we're really excited that we're actually featuring really amazing bars, new regions, right? So
Yeah.
let's kind of dive into like the first one. I think the first one we're going through is Puerto Rico. So tell us a little bit about this bar, what flavors you're going to be getting, anything interesting about the region, the bar, you making it with your new equipment. Yeah, share with us.
Yeah. Awesome. Yeah. So this first one is exciting to us because it's the first technically US grown chocolate we've been able to make. You have Hawaii is a big hub for that US grown chocolate. And Puerto Rico is kind of the only one on the map at this point. And so that's been fun for us. This cacao comes from Hacienda Jean Marie. They're in Puerto Rico. And it is, oh, there's not much to not love about this cacao. It's not overpowering in its flavor profile. It's nice and subtle, gives some nice deep chocolate flavor as the base. Uh, um, but then it has some really fun hint of tropical fruit in there. It has some beautiful notes of guava toward the beginning, nice and a little bit sweeter of a start to the flavor. And then as it drops, it gets a little more acidity. We've got kind of a guanabana or soursop note toward the finish. Um,
Nice.
but this is also one that we've played around a lot with different roast profiles, and it's one that really changes a lot depending. I mean, everything does, but more so than our other beans. The flavor
Mhm.
transforms quite a bit at different roast temperatures. So we've had prototypes of this that were hardly fruit forward at all, and they were really more, earthy and nut flavored forward. But this version that we've loved is definitely more of that tropical fruit.
Wow. Very exciting. When you talk about soursop, guava, those are like very typical tropical flavors that you're going to get. Can't wait.
Yep.
Very perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you for
Delicious.
sharing that. Okay. So then the second bar, I think we're going to Chincho, Peru now. So tell us a little bit about
Yep.
that one.
Yeah. So Chuncho, this is something that we brought in and is really everything that we love about most of our Peruvian origins that we've tried over the years is there in this bar. Again, not anything too overpowering. Um, we do a little bit darker roast for our version of this chuncho, and that allows more of the subtle spice notes and earthiness to come through. So it's a really nice contrast with a lot of the other origins that we have lean a little more toward that fruit forward acidity. And this one is a nice contrast to that because it has a lot less of that, a lot more toward that base earth notes, almost a little woodsy note to it.
Mhm.
And yeah, just beautiful. And this, along with a couple other neighboring farms, have been winning lots of awards for their cacao. And so, yeah, big fans of what they're doing.
Wow, very exciting. Love it. Are they on like a hilly or like are they on a flat? Um, do you know?
Um, I don't know about this farm specifically, um, but I believe they're in the hillier region.
Mm,
Uh, yeah,
okay, very cool. So do you see a lot
yeah.
more fat in this one at all?
It is a little heavier on the cocoa butter for sure. We've been doing some pressing. We've been making our own powder and cocoa butter as well. So
Love
we've
this.
used these
Yeah.
origins in that cocoa press, and we do get a little more yield out of that one than the others. So
Very
yeah,
cool. Very exciting. Okay, cool.
yeah,
Now, on to the third part, Thailand, my favorite because it's Southeast Asia.
yeah,
So,
yeah.
yeah, tell us a little bit about that. What got you into featuring Thailand this time?
Yeah, so the first thing that led me to this cacao was actually there's another maker based in Thailand that has a connection here to Utah called Siamaya. They're Trita Bar there in Thailand. And we started carrying some of their bars, and they had a couple different single origins, one from Indonesia, and then one this strictly Thai cacao. And I just loved it was totally different than anything I'd tasted. Some really fun flavor notes. This one specifically, you'll probably pick it up right when you start. Even just that inhale
Yeah.
is has a really strong balsamic vinegar note to it. So this
Wow.
chocolate and balsamic combination is really, really fun. And as soon as we tried that in our little test batch of beans, we're like, oh yeah, we got to add this to the lineup. It's too special.
It's
And
so unique,
we're
right?
Yeah, exactly. It's really really fun. Um, and it's strong enough. It's fun because a lot of times when at least when we're doing tastings here in the store, uh, we're suggesting flavor notes to people, and a lot of people will be like, "Oh yeah," after you say that, yeah, I get that specific fruit, right?
Mhm.
Um, this one we've never had a miss on asking like, "Oh, what does that taste like?" People can identify it right away because it's just a strong note. So yeah, really
Uh,
fun and excited to be sourcing from that part of the world because there's some amazing cacao growing there, and I feel like up until the last couple years, it hasn't really been showcased as much in the world.
yeah,
So
exactly.
yeah,
Yeah, it's time to shine, Thailand, not just Vietnam,
yeah,
right?
exactly. Yeah, Moreau's been on the map for a while, but yeah,
Yeah.
Thailand, Indonesia,
hmm
lots of places that are starting to have their day. So
Yeah, definitely. All right, last bar, Madagascar, the classic favorites. So tell us about that
yeah,
one.
yeah, it's a classic. We went through a few rounds with a new supplier, not a different farm, it's all Atkinson's still, but
Mhm.
a different estate from Atkinson's where we brought in the beans. And so we had to kind of reformat our roast and everything to really make sure we could heighten those bright fruit notes that we all love and enjoy in the Madagascar. So yeah, with conching and roasting getting dialed in on this uh, new version or new crop that we got in. I think we just really punched up the bright citrus acidity. Specifically, I get more lemon. In the past, we've had more orange notes, but in this round, we've got more like lemon and strawberry um, coming from this round. Again, little change from the past batches we've had, but still that classic bright fruit forward acidity that we all love.
Right. Right, right.
Madagascar.
In your face, Madagascar,
Uh-huh.
bright,
Yep.
citrusy. Oh,
Like
yes, definitely.
puckering a little bit because it's so acidic. Yep.
Love it,
Exactly.
love it. Well,
Yeah.
thanks so much for sharing all these wonderful, amazing bars and your journey. Congratulations on
Thank
the
you.
buyout.
Yeah.
Definitely super excited when I'm in, if we are ever in town, don't forget to go visit Grant. More than
Yeah,
happy to show
please.
you around. Yeah, yeah. Well, any last words, Grant, before we let you go?
Oh, I don't know. Thank you. Thank you for having us on and letting us say hi to the world again. And this is just the beginning. It's been a lot of figuring stuff out again and kind of restructuring. And I feel like we're finally kind of hitting our stride with all of that, and just excited to get back to cranking out lots of amazing chocolate. So
Fantastic. Well, thanks so
yeah,
much, Grant. Really appreciate you here and congrats on everything. Can't wait to see
thank you.
what you do next. And thanks everybody for joining us. We will see you next month. Bye, y'all.
Absolutely.